So I'm going to show you how to get into Renaissance, how to log into Renaissance, how to find Renaissance, and then ultimately just a little bit about getting into Renaissance to navigate around a little bit. So the first thing you have to do is you have to go to your correct bookmarks. So if you have your bookmarks, you go into Google Chrome. Your bookmarks would be in the upper left-hand corner. If you click on bookmarks, one of the bookmarks that you will see will say Renaissance, Renaissance. You're going to click on that. But if you do not see those bookmarks or you're having trouble finding the title for Renaissance, you can click on the For Staff icon, as we did yesterday, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to find this Renaissance place. It's going to say Accelerated Reader, Star Assessments. We don't do star assessments anymore, but we do AR. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to be redirected to continue to the platform. You're going to click on that. Now, my username and password is automatically going to populate because I use Renaissance as a teacher. But when you get here, your username and password most likely won't be here. Sometimes if you used AR last year, Clever will automatically put your information in. But in the event that it does not, your username and password for Renaissance is your full first name, full last name, with a dot between the two. There is no @correct.org, there's no TR, there's nothing. It's all undercase, it's all together with a dot in the middle. And then it is your lunch ID number. Make sure I get that right. Your lunch ID number. So I'm just going to use a student who's withdrawn. I'm going to use her information. I put in her lunch number. I put in her name. And then I'm going to click login. You notice it tells me to wait. I'm not going to save it, but you will, because that would be appropriate. When you get in here, this is what it would look like. Your home screen is here. You will never have any assignments, so that will always be empty. Really, the only thing you're going to ever need is over here, this orange box over here. You're going to click on Accelerated Reader. And when you go in here, it doesn't matter which class, but I'm going to have you, for the sake of keeping everything in one spot, always click the top class. And then when you get in here, there are some different things that you need to be aware of. So if you are looking to check your progress reports, we're doing a mindset grade, maybe we're coming up at the end of an AR cycle and you want to see how you're doing with points. And if you need to push it with your reading a little bit, you may click on your progress. Your progress could give you some meaningful information about how you're doing. It will tell you how long there is in the marking period. It will tell you how many points you presently have. It will tell you your quiz average, how many quizzes you've passed, how many words you've read. It will give you any completed work, anything like that you've done. So you may use progress for some of the time, but what you're really going to do and use a lot of is, oh, no, excuse me, went to the wrong thing, is you're going to use this search books and quizzes. So up here is where, when you finish a book, you're going to put in your quiz. Now, you might be thinking, when do I take these AR quizzes? You can't take them outside of school. Renaissance only works until, I think, at 3:30 or 4 each day. So you have to take them in school. You can take them with me in your ELA block at the beginning of class each day. So when we are reading and doing our first 7 silent, that is a great time to take AR quizzes. Additionally, if you finish your work early and you are looking for additional work, that would be a great time. So I'm just going to put in a book that we're going to use in a minute, a little bit later today. I'm just going to show you Henry's Freedom Box. We're going to work with this in just a minute. Maybe I finished reading that book and I'm ready to take a quiz. I would put the title in. And if you notice, the first thing that pops up is going to be Henry's Freedom Box right here. I'm going to click Take a Quiz. You are never going to take the vocabulary practice. Act like that's not even there. You're going to do the reading quiz. Unless it is one of the books that we did together. So, for example, when we read Refugee or when we read A Long Walk to Water, you're going to be, I read with somebody, or I was read to if I read the story. So, in just a moment, toward the tail end of class today, I'm going to read Each Kindness to You. So, you would click I was read to, but most of the time it's going to be I read to myself. You also have a choice whether or not you want to have your audio on and have the questions read to you or audio off. So I'll keep it on just so you get a feel for what it is. And I will start the quiz. It will bring you right into the quiz. Please note that when you start, you will need a monitor password from me. So simply call me over. I will put the monitor password in and you will be ready to start your AR quiz.